rookie quarterback leading him out there, drafted in the 3rd round. First carry for Carlos Hyde.
49ers versus the Eagles, Week 8. This is one of those trap letdown games. Fusco limited in practice. Trent Brown didn't practice Friday, but I think they'll play on Sunday. And this is one of those trap games. And here's a big play right here. He beat Rasul Douglas off the press coverage, Taylor. And that was a substitution error because I was supposed to have Patrick Robertson on the inside, and he was supposed to cover the inside. So that was a substitution error on my part. Did not have my correct guys in there. Usually I get the substitution packages correct for the opponent that I'm going against that weekend. That was just a error on the on my part, not getting the right personnel out there. You're about to take a look at the Eagles starter. On the depth chart, it has Najee Good in the middle linebacker spot, but you'll probably see on the televised game that it'll show Joe Walker as the starter. But I try to give you the most accurate, up-to-date roster. People that's injured, you won't be seeing them play. I try to make it as realistic as possible, but I'll come in on a big play parts and explain what happened and break it down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught.
On this play, I don't know what happened. I knew I had Malcolm playing inside, but for some reason it just didn't play inside. It kind of like he was just expecting zone coverage help, and he didn't play the inside, and it was just like, you know, not correct defensive assignment, not followed there. So that was just good play call by Kyle Shanahan. Roll out, get your quarterback outside the pocket, away from the rush, and they found Pierre Garçon, who usually killed the Eagles. Those are the Eagles starters. Vaitai is starting for Jason Peters, which is a huge loss. This could be an audition to see how Vaitai holds up if the Eagles are going to make a move on left tackle, but this is going to be his audition to play well. All he needs to do is play within himself and play consistent. He doesn't need to be Jason Peters. Be consistent and, you know, don't make a lot of mistakes. Those are the starters for the 49ers. Lynch is out with an injury, so you won't be seeing him in the game. But I'll break down the offense and defensive game plan in a little bit here.
Back. You remember those 3 interception games? Yeah, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's able to...
I don't know how Torrey Smith made that catch, but that was a crazy catch. But offensive game plan, I wanted to keep a balanced offense and keep the 49ers defense on the field because they're prone to make mistakes, especially with their coverages with linebackers. So had a lot of play action going. I wanted to attack the, you know, hash and then set up the deep throw down the field, which you will see happens later on during the game, but you got to set them up with the run and play action. So that was basically my offensive game plan. Stay balanced and you know, get their linebackers to be over aggressive and over pursue.
They'll throw here. Beathard. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks.
Defensive game plan was get after the quarterback with the front 4, and that was an incomplete pass there, not a sack. But get after the rookie quarterback with the front 4 and C.J. Beathard. Show him a different multitude of looks, pressure looks. You know, I played a lot more man and a lot of cover middle safety of the field, cover 3 middle of safety field, because you got to stop the run to force them into long 3rd and long. So that's basically the game plan, was to get pressure on the rookie, stop their run game, and you know, to just get them to make mistakes. And you know, that was the defensive game plan.
Beathard. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now. one to midfield before he's brought down.
Right here, just great execution, great block by Jason Kelsey there. Just sprung that hole. The linebacker got caught drifting. I think I caught them in a pass defense, and they were expecting pass or play action. And I had changed the line of scrimmage because I didn't like the look. So I just saw the advantages with the numbers advantage, which means how many guys you got in the box. And I changed it to a run play, and LeGarrette Blount did the rest with great blocking from Jason Kelsey, the center, pulling out and getting the linebacker. And he's having a Pro Bowl caliber season. I don't know, he just seemed like he revitalized the season this year. Good job by Carson Wentz, hanging in the pocket, throwing it up there, just giving a chance for Alshon Jeffrey to just use his big body frame and kind of position the cornerback, you know, like a basketball player does for a rebound, and just got the positioning, used that big frame of his body up there and made a hell of a catch. That's just, you know, all Alshon Jeffrey's right there. But good job by Wentz, just having enough time to stand in the pocket and take that hit and throw it up there and let Alshon just make a great catch there.
Wentz now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down right to the... Wentz to throw on second down. No. Shotgun now for Wentz. Dancing to his left.
Water.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Water.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Water.
And Elliott puts this one through. No, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And he's got... Okay.
Double A gap blitz is one of my favorite blitzes to run, and then I kind of make an adjustment, have the defensive tackle and the defensive end just crash down, and one of them just has a straight beat for the quarterback, and that's all that was on that play. That was just freed up Brandon Graham, and he got the sack. And Brent Settle took a hit there and fumbled the ball, but luckily it went out of bounds. That could have been a momentum swing, but fortunately that's a microcosm of the 49ers season. Don't get those breaks when you're that bad of a team. That's a play I worked on in practice too. But in the second half, the 49ers made I had to make a tad bit of an adjustment, and they made some too. So in the second half, you'll see a couple of adjustments that I made.
And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've got
a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
In the second half, decided to blitz a little more. Here, I just shifted my linemen just as they shifted their line. So it basically created a gap cutback for Nigel Bradham, because he kind of cut back inside where the hole was at as I was shifting the line, and it just created a nice gap for him to go through, and he just made a play and 3 and out for the 49ers. Right here, this was initially going to be a run, changed it to a play action pass, and the corner got beat off the jam, and Torrey Smith just ran it down, and they were playing single high safety cover 3, so they had one safety going to the corner flat, and the other safety was just staying in the middle, and he just got beat so bad off the jam that Torrey Smith just went by him, and he was just wide open. Unfortunately, didn't get the touchdown on that drive, but was able to extend the lead by 20 there.
What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Here's Beathard to throw.
Unfortunately, on this play, just too much time in the pocket. I was playing a cover 4 deep, guarding the first down, but he ran back to the quarterback, smart on Pierre Garçon's part to come back, and he just made a play. But on the very next drive, I don't know, he doesn't have a strong arm, but there's no excuse for that porous throw right there. That was just not a good throw. Actually, my linebackers been on the play action when they weren't supposed to. You're up 30-10. Just hate stuff like that. But Carson got sacked here. 49ers just made a play. I thought he was going to pull another Houdini act there, but they got him. But on that play, that was just a bad throw by C.J. Beathard right there.
To throw is Beathard. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the... Now Beathard. And a pressure gets to him again. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I knew this was man coverage, the way the safeties would just line up, but I knew it was robber because they've been running that a lot on 3rd down. So basically, pick this play specifically to beat this coverage if they're going to have the linebacker on Zach Ertz, because when you play robber, you want the safety to, lurk in the middle of the field to take anything away. So I anticipated they was going to try to take away Zach Ertz or Nathan Aguilar near the middle. So basically I had Zach Ertz run a 7 route, corner route, and he basically beat the linebacker in man-to-man coverage, because you're not going to have a linebacker just, run with Zach Ertz or, guard him. So that was just a mismatch and took advantage of it there.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to get it done. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Xavier Cooper in there to drop it.
Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I'm playing a cover 2 underneath zone, and basically Rodney McLeod didn't get out there deep enough because the coverage was more directed to take everything underneath, which it was, but they had Marquise Good running on a go route. That's just a mess, a bad call on my part. Should have played deep and just let them have underneath and come up and make the tackle, or brought pressure. Just a litany of things I could have done differently. But on the next previous possession, rookie quarterback mistake, nowhere to throw it and forces it, and Corey Graham is right there near the receiver and just makes a great interception and a great play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't...
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final.
Like I said in the beginning of this video, this could be that trap game, the game where you take the 49ers too lightly and they come out aggressive and they get you in that hole where you got to crawl and scratch out. But I anticipate the 49ers will try to play, a slower paced game by running the ball, keeping the Eagles offense off the field by keeping the defense on the field in a low scoring game. But they're just not a good enough team to consistently play that well throughout the game. I think they'll have a couple plays here and there, but I think the Eagles will win this in a comfortable matchup. I just don't like the quarterback. Their defense does not tackle, and the Eagles make big plays. So I got the Eagles winning 34-14. Got the Eagles going 7-1. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and always leave a comment. Really want to get y'all feedback. Just got the Eagles winning this game.